All right, so since we're on the subject, Polaris Ranger here, I'll show y'all a few things about it. Quite a few of y'all are pretty proficient with these things and know a good bit about them and everything like that. And then, so I've dug into it too, reading the comments and stuff. Of course, like I said today, this is where the air intake goes in right here for the air box where the breather is. I have not opened that yet. Some people pointed out, said that thing's probably got a little bit of moisture in it too, and it probably does. It wouldn't surprise me if it did, because I'm gonna kind of show y'all what went on here with getting the belt wet in there, okay? So there it goes in right here. This tube is hollow, and then the air travels right here around, and then the air box right there, okay? So that's how the engine gets air. Then, this is the exhaust side of the belt right here for it. That's where the air pushes out right there, this piece right here. It comes out, let's see, right to the end is where the air pushes out at, okay? All right, so we got that part too. All right, if you'll notice, let me get the light set right there. Okay, you see this wire right here, right below that wire, there's another, looks like a radiator hose right there. It's pretty in black. It really don't have anything on it. That is the intake for the belt drive right there. It's just a little short hose, got a couple of 90s on it right here. It's right there where I'm sticking my finger at right there now. And it goes where I got my finger. They cut my flashlight on here. It's kind of hard to see it till you really start digging in. You can see the black housing right there. That's where, and you see the clamp on it right there where I'm touching. And that's where it clamps and goes. So that's the intake. So it goes into the tube right here, and it sucks in from right here, is what it does. Okay, so you got, and these are split. So they're partitioned off over there. So the air does not, because I've taken both of these things off right here. Matter of fact, I'll do it again here right quick because I got the torch. Sitting right here. And we'll shine a light in there and I'll show you. And then I'm going to show you what happened. Why water got in here. And I'm going to show you the proof why I know how it did. A little hard to do this one end here. Okay. Just pull that off. Get my light back out. All right, so if you see all the way up in there, it's got a partition all the way in there. You can see the duct where it's sticking up all the way over there. So this is where the air sucks in going to the belt. Okay. This is how I know, and I'm gonna stand right here. This is how I know that the water got pushed in right there. Can y'all see it from right here? Every time I pull this thing down the road, like I said in the video today, which is Monday, it's 41 miles one way. Nearly the whole drive is 4-lane, 70 mile an hour. So normally I run between 75 and 80 miles an hour. I've got seat covers on this thing. Every time I get where I'm going, either over there or back here, I have to pull this seat cover back down from where the wind has pushed it up, like that right there. So what's happening is, and it does it on both sides. I've already pulled that side down because I was on it this morning. So what's happening is, and this thing is tied right there. So, I mean, it's pushing, and it's also tied right here too. So, I mean, it's got elastic. So it's pushing pretty hard to catch that and shove it up right there. So that wind is coming off of that truck, and it's firing right back into right there is what's happening. So today when I was pulling this thing home, I was noticing the spray coming off the truck, what it was doing. And man, it was tearing the side up right here. A lot of people was pointing out snorkels and stuff like that, that is a bad design right there for that thing. And I agree with that. And I'm surprised with the amount of space that is back here on the back that Polaris didn't plumb that differently to where it didn't suck in from right here on the side right here like that. Especially on the belt side and on the engine side right there. I don't really I don't get that. And then somebody else pointed out, I had a person I communicate with a good bit tonight up in New York there. He sent me a message a while ago, and he said, man, he said the comments are just tough sometimes. He said, often ain't they? And I said, yeah. I said they are. Because there are a lot of people saying, man, you trade that thing off or get a Honda. It's just whatever, Just thankfully people was watching it, because if they comment on it, that means they watched the video. And I got a view, and that's all that matters. So we're going to adjust this thing a little bit. Because that's not going to work right there the way that is. And so I got to do a little bit of studying on it and everything. What I want to do now is I want to open this air box right here, and I want to see what it looks like. Okay, it looks, let me delete it over here. I'm gonna spin the light around because I want to check it right here real quick. Make sure I just got mud all over me here. Okay, it's good. There's nothing under it or anything like that. It's not wet because it comes in, the ducking comes in right there where my hand is right there. So that's good, okay. Would have thought that they would have done something a little bit different right there instead of having that like it is. And because this morning when it happened there, of course, it was black dark, and it was raining on top of that when I got over there. And I messed with it for just a little bit, and I needed to get going because it wasn't going to be. But I didn't really have enough time to really dig into it like I needed to. But I mean, that's a cool idea. I mean, they're using real estate right there for that. I mean, because it's it's there. But it don't need to come in from over here now. There's been several other people that pointed out in the comments that that very thing, that they have had trouble with that very thing on theirs too, at doing the same thing. So I know I'm not the Lone Ranger on this deal. And here's the cool thing about this right here. Okay, so it doesn't matter whether you like Polaris or you don't, or whatever, or if you're a potential buyer of something. So this video right here can help sway somebody to either say, yeah, that's okay, and buy it, or like, no, I'm not gonna buy it. And that's the beauty of YouTube and showing stuff like this right here. It helps people decide. Because it's just like one commenter pointed out. He said, every one of them have their own quirky little problems. And he's exactly right. So there's no silver bullet, if you will, or fix-all for everything. I will not be trading this thing off. I just got it, paid for it, wrote a check. I don't owe a dime on it or anything. I will not be trading it off or nothing. It just needs a little tweaking is all that it needs. I'm happy with it, the way that it is, and all that is going to be a big benefit for me, but I'm not going to run and get a Can-Am. They sell Can-Ams at the same place that this machine comes from. And this machine bone stock's about $10,000 or so. And boy, you can get up like the XP 1000. They're about $4,000 more. The Can-Ams, they're high too. And I just couldn't see spending, you know, that amount of money for much more money, more than what I paid for this one right here, the way I've got it rigged up and all that. Because I wanted to put tires on it, and I did want to do that, and I wanted to fix this part up for the creature comforts in it, you know, and did that and put the extra lights. And I wanted to put the winch on it, because if you spend the $4,000 more on a machine and then you go to putting this stuff on it like that right there, well, man, you're going to be bumping $20K for, you know, a machine and everything. And I just did not want to do that. So we'll just, like I said a while ago, we'll tweak her a little bit. There are some things that they ought to do on these here, and I'm gonna do some work to kind of adjust it and keep it from happening. Is like this area right here, I don't understand why they don't partition this off right here. It wouldn't be nothing to do it on this side to keep that mud and stuff from slinging off the tires to go up in there. But I'm gonna fix that, not right now. And same thing on the other side. They could easily do it on this side here too, and I don't know why they don't, but I'm going to fix this side over here too to keep it from slinging that stuff up in there. It'll actually hit right here and go straight to the ground there when I get done with it. But that kind of caught me off guard because, man, I hopped on this thing this morning and rolled off that trailer, and when I rolled off the trailer, I was sitting on the hill anyhow, so I mean, I really didn't have to give it no gas to get off the trailer or anything. And then I threw it in and drive to go, and man, it wouldn't go. I mean, it's just, I was like, you got to be kidding me. And, but it wet that belt. It don't take much water on those belts to take it out of the equation and everything like that. And like somebody else said, I prefer the belt drive over the direct drive Honda any day of the week. I'd rather have this right here. The thing about it is, you know, different strokes for different folks. I mean, that's the reason why they make so many different brands and all that kind of good stuff like that right there, you know. But I just share. The thing about it is I put this out there for people to be able to make a decision down the road of no, I'm not going to go with a Polaris, or yes, I am going to go with a Polaris. And I never say in my videos or anything that, hey, Polaris is the only way to go. You don't need to buy a Kubota. You don't need to buy a John Deere. You don't need to do anything. A lot of times the brand that you buy or do or go with depends on the dealer that you're dealing with, or the service that you can get, or how close the nearest dealer is. And I choose the Polaris primarily because of the dealer that sells them. Is the reason why I choose Polaris. And I like the Polaris also too because they are pretty dang simple to work on and deal with. And the thing about it is, if you use anything, whether it's this or a chainsaw or a pickup truck or a log skidder or anything, you're going to have to work on them occasionally, every now and then. They're not going to run perfectly every day, day in and day out. So I'll put that air. I'm pretty happy. I'm glad there's no water in that air box. I am glad about that. But we're going to adjust a little bit, and we're going to fix this thing up. And I actually had a guy comment, said, he said, we've even got our snorkel on some of our ATVs that we have and stuff, and we still have to cover them when we go to pull them down the road if it's raining. With bumping 80,000 subscribers, do 1,200,000 to 1,300,000 views a month, what I say can affect somebody or something or a company or anything like that in a very positive way or very negative way. So I try to present it, in a way or form or fashion like I am right here, to where it's not positive and it's not negative. It just shows what I have ran across, to where somebody else can say, hey, we need to do this, or hey, we do not need to do this, or anything. So hope y'all enjoyed this explanation right here, or kind of going over things, and appreciate all y'all watching. All the clickable stuff's right down below. We'll catch y'all later. Later, taters.